Okay, I am just waiting to catch up.
It actually starts recording that live.
Yeah.
Anyway, straight off the bat. But yeah, here we go. We are live again. It's Thursday. Welcome to the Bigmeks Workshop Paint Studio live stream. And Andy's forgot to turn his audio off.
Shouldn't even turn itself on.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that. There we go. Sorted. And today I'm working on my Waagh banner again. So today I'm going to be sculpting some of this leg out of plastic card and parts and working on hopefully his backpack or this arm as well, getting it finished. Andy is on Twitch right now, and what are you up to, Andy?
I am building the Nemesis Dread Knight from the Combat Patrol. Once I've done him to a level, I will be then starting the paintwork.
Nice. And what colour scheme are you doing?
The intention is going to be non-metallics. It's going to be classic granite greys, but done fancy.
Nice. That's not going to be a pain, but it will push your skills of non-metallics.
This is exactly the point. If I don't push myself, I ain't going to improve. So
that's very true.
Why not just do that then? You know.
Aye. You did some more like non-metallic metals on Angron.
I did, yeah. So hopefully that'll carry on and I'll get some good results.
Nice. Alright, so I'm looking at these parts and I'm thinking this will make a pretty cool bit of knee. I also want to use this bit with a spring on it, just because that looks kind of cool. But today's goal is to get this leg constructed so that we can stand him up properly. I'm going to take him off this base, start constructing a better one, and at least get his legs finished so he's got some support, because he's going to fall off this base at some point, as he was tacked on with the worst super glue in the world.
I don't know about that, might be the worst super glue in the universe.
Might be.
It's got to be up there.
It's got to be in with a chance leg.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out where I would like to cut this bit off. Currently it's looking like I cut this spring bit off completely, and that might almost blend straight into the leg. But I'm also going to need to green stuff some flesh on here as well, perhaps, or at least green stuff his trousers back over part of it. It's a weird thing to use as a knee. This circle here and this part affords me the ability to, well, potentially, when we cut this off, I could stick some of it back on that way, making the shin bone out of it. So I'll probably use the hobby knife for that one. It'd be nice to get it that way round. Actually, that might work even better. So take that cable off.
As always, I'm finding bits of flashing and mold lines after cleaning it up, because, you know, that's life, innit?
There's always one you miss. Like, every time. It's one of the reasons when I'm like not doing much on my table, I will just pick up a part and start cleaning it, because there's always some cleaning to be done.
So what I am going to do with this, I'm going to leave the armour plates off. It's going to make it easier for painting. Well, in theory.
Let's take this part off as well, which I'll use the razor saw for. camera's done that weird thing again. There we go. It doesn't like it when I clean parts right in the lens, apparently.
Fair enough.
It appears to struggle to keep that on camera or pixelate it.
It's weird, that.
It is. We do have, let's see, we've got some other parts to add to the knee as well. So, I might not even have to snap that bit off doing it this way around. I might Dremel some of this off. So what's your plans for the weekend, Dan? You got any more tournaments on?
No, just family stuff this weekend. I'm going to go see my mother for Sunday dinner.
Nice.
Been a while since I've had a chance to, since I've seen my sisters, so...
Family meet up.
Yeah, we used to do it a lot more frequently, but it's sort of petered off as, you know...
Life just gets in the way.
Yeah, and the nieces and nephews have started to grow. They're all grown up now, or most of them anyway. So they're all doing their own thing most of the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna take Dylan through to see them all.
That'd be cool.
So yeah, that's on Sunday. I've got a couple of tip runs tomorrow. Saturday.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Because we've been clearing out the spare room, so I've got more space.
The old tidying up.
Yeah.
Hi everybody that just jumped into the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, carry on, mate.
Other than that, you know, fairly chilled.
Cool.
Yourself?
What am I supposed to be doing on weekend? Supposed to be having a bit of a cheat weekend from diet.
Nice.
And finally getting around to watching The Last of Us with our lass. We'll be trying to schedule that cheat day and Last of Us all year. What else? I don't know, we'll probably have a drink, because we usually have a bloody drink. And chill in the garden, depending on the weather, because, you know, it'll be one of them things, we'll plan that and then it'll just rain.
In which case you just have a TV binge, innit?
I haven't done that in ages.
No wrong with a bit of a Netflix binge, mate.
Nope. Well, that was the plans anyway, so like...
No plan survives first contact.
I mean, if the weather's good, I'll be making like some proper decent drinks, like the ice cream Bailey's drink that I end up making.
Sounds good.
It's cheat day. It's like a hell of a lot of calories though.
It's all the calories, is it?
Yeah, it's basically all the calories. You'll be in a sugar coma. Really refreshing though when the weather's hot.
It's basically a milkshake, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just ice cubes, ice cream, Bailey's, what else? Squirty cream, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And with weather the way it is at the moment, that's proper. It's one of, you want a proper refreshing drink.
Yeah. I mean, when it's like this, you can't go wrong with shandy. I mean, I'm not a shandy drinker by any stretch of imagination,
No.
but it is very refreshing.
Hey, Lord Tattoo. Afternoon. Hope you're both good. Yeah, we're alright, mate. How are you doing? Sorry about the noise. I'm obviously just dremeling this off. Just discussing weekend plans. Not that anything ever goes to plan.
No.
You can't have, like, if you don't have plans, you can't fail.
True. I do have a game arranged for Sunday though. of a club.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe I'll be playing Loyalists.
Against Loyalists.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just double check in there because it could have meant either.
Yeah, just regular Loyalists. Nothing fancy. But yeah, other than that, just my regular weekendy stuff.
Yeah. Lord Tattoo says he's good. He's just plodding along with his nids.
I hope it gets better, mate.
Yeah, so can I get that to fit in the way that I want?
Probably not.
No, probably not. But you know,
Baby carrier.
snap that off. I didn't mean to. Oh, you're building the big thing.
Yeah, I'm building a baby carrier.
I have a template somewhere for that, so you could put the. Yeah, you don't have to have the baby carrier. Someone commissioned me to make a chest piece and a headpiece for it that replaces it.
Nah, it's all good. And this one I'm going to do probably. I might, if I decide to build one to be a grandmaster, I might do it like that.
It ends up looking like a giant knight, but it was a weird one. He showed me some work that someone had converted and was like, "Can you make this?" So I spent ages on green stuff making that.
And then you did.
I did, yeah. Right. That little
You did a do?
bit there. Sounds like something Diddy did.
Did you do it?
I guess so. I don't want to do it if Diddy did it.
Is that it? Yeah. So many parts.
It's a good kit though.
Yeah.
There's no point his arms being on at the moment. Not really. They're just kind of there to give me an idea of the pose. That's why they're all blue tacked on. Lord Tattoo says, waiting on stuff for my custom chapter. What exactly are you waiting on?
Making Legion at Damned.
That's another side project Andy's got on.
I have side projects for side projects.
You do. Side quests for days. Right. Still, it's not exactly in the spot in the knee where I want it. No, this is going to be a pain.
Yeah, very, very, very distinctive looking torso, a Legion of Damned.
Yeah. A bit more sanding.
Obviously.
This should just be the sanding live stream, really.
Sanding with Dodge.
I wouldn't mind getting one of those little thingy tools I saw advertised, you know, for engraving stones and rocks and stuff. I think I could do a lot with them, and they handle like a pencil. Alright, hollow that out a little bit. Lord Tattoo says they're called the Gemini Wolves. Okay,
cool.
That sounds interesting.
So we're all born in June.
All of them. I guess so, that makes sense. It's not June, is it?
Yeah. End of July, end of May, beginning of June.
I'm sure it's May. I think it's May.
Yeah, end of
It's
May.
our Jen's Gemini. So
am I.
Ah.
Only me and I know.
Yeah, some of them don't actually fit the month, they cross over.
Yeah, Gemini's May and June. Most of them overlap a little bit because the lunar cycles don't tie up with calendar quite.
Almost.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be able to put extra armour plating on the outside of this. further. Quite a large bit. Oh, sanding.
You got dodgy sanding.
I'm going to try not to destroy that skull at the back. At this rate, it's going to have no legs to build on. I did go find some plasticard as well to help with the build, just so I can add more detailing without ruining more parts from my box.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense, to be honest.
Yeah. Sometimes you find a part with enough details on it to
do exactly what you want.
yeah.
It's not just the detail, though. You need the right kind of detail, don't you?
Yeah. You can't just slap stuff anywhere. That doesn't work as well. Let's get somewhere. Nearly got a good start. That's nearly about knee height, I think. Do you reckon? It's about where his knee should be. I need to figure out where we're going to cut the bottom part off and start making a foot. I really do want to keep some of those spring details in the back, put other stuff, other pipes and works next to them, just because it'd be a very interesting detail when it comes to painting.
Yeah.
You know, paint the cables with the stripe effects and stuff like that on them. Up the back of the leg, just extra details. Lord Tattoo says it's based on their homeworld being 2 twin planets. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty cool idea. What kind of colour scheme are we going for?
Pink and brown with polka dots.
That's never a good decision.
It's always the correct one.
So is that not? You're going to do non-metallic pink and brown with polka dots for your Night Lords then?
Down straight.
I meant grey Knights, but
yeah, I'm going to repaint my entire Night Lord army pink and brown.
it just reminded me of that idea of a day we should make the gay Knights and give them all rainbow banners stuff and do it for Pride Month or whatever. It's like a charity thing.
Well, that's a great start.
You lost a bit already.
Yep. There we are.
I had to figure out the angle. Be nice to find the bloody tweezers again at some point. They've disappeared.
The what?
The tweezers.
Oh yeah, but just somewhere.
I got big, stupid, cumbersome fingers when it comes to holding things in place so I can see what I'm doing.
Gorilla fingers. And strong hands.
My strong hands. Okay. Some of this is going to have to come off. That's a bit of a shame. Because I can very easily run another set of pipes up here to make the leg look a bit bigger. I haven't figured out what I'm going to use as a foot for him yet.
Why not a Space Marine foot? It's been grafted on, hasn't it?
I might do that on some other characters at some point. I think I saw someone do that with what was it? Commandos. And they've got an orc stuck behind a Space Marine, and they've got a Space Marine like on a stick with his arms waving like a marionette, which I thought was a pretty cool idea.
I do like some of them silly orc conversion for commandos.
How tall am I going to make him? That's another thing. Lord Tattoo says grey and black and dark grey for the veterans and a grey like Space Wolves for the rest.
Fair enough.
I was thinking, I would have suggested twin colouring of some kind to go with a twin
Two-tone.
Yeah, two-tone or something. But it's your army, mate. You paint it how you like.
Yeah, man. That's what it's all about.
I just need to get this at the right angle. Because at the moment, there's nowhere to put the foot. Technically, I could probably remove this detail part and then move that up a bit, or even glue it back on flipped the other way around. Because the knee bit I want to keep, because it looks like I can make that look like armour plating on the side of his leg quite easily. And that's going to be pretty awkward. Decisions, which is not something I'm good at making, especially when I've only got the one part. I don't want to ever cut it down to almost nothing, which has happened a few times, and then it's pinged off somewhere.
Lost to the gods.
The gods of the carpet.
Yep.
Lord Tattoo says he then made his own chapter symbol. Nice. Cool. Should show us that on Instagram. We'll have a look at that. I'm still trying to make my own clan symbol. I've got some ideas for it. I just need to find the right size parts.
Penguins
as the chapter symbol.
Yeah. Twin penguins.
Now I'm thinking of the theme tune for Pingu.
You know what? I can't think of a theme tune.
It's really repetitive, and I'm not going to hum it because
it's all right. I've got rhubarb and custard stuck in my head at a minute.
Rhubarb and custard? That's just as bad. I'm not going to do this. He might actually have to come off this base again now. There we go. Alright. That was either a good or bad idea. I'm not 100% sure which.
Could be a bit of both.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was kind of using it as a flat level for the to guide me on how high to put it. Although I can extend this boot a bit more if I need to. But I also need to be able to get underneath this. So. I definitely want that going in there. For the other side, I'll probably put some more of this detailing on. Already we're getting something that looks like a reasonable biomechanical leg.
You should convert all your grots to be hobbits.
For why? Or is this one of those why not scenarios?
No, so then you can then one of them can be the ring bearer and carry it for your war boss on a pillow.
Random. That pretty much fits on there, almost perfect.
Did you expect me to come up with any kind of sensible reason for it?
Oh, no, I was just wondering where you were going with it. Just curious, mate.
No. More insight into my brain than you really needed, really.
I'll stay out of there, thanks.
I would.
So I'm going to use those two parts together. We can thicken it up with a bit of plastic card. And we can green stuff everything else. It's a little bit long.
That's what she said.
But never to you.
True.
Alright.
It's so cute. It's something you never want to hear.
No. How bloody hell am I going to do this? I love the part, it's great, it's just the other it makes the leg a little bit too long. So that's bloody awkward. It's about where the knee should be. I don't want his legs too long because he's still an orc, even though I've used an ogre body. Is it ogre for 40k or ogrin?
Same thing, innit?
It's the same thing, there's different words, but
Technically, it's an ogrin.
yeah. Where am I going to put this foot? I thought you were going to jump in sarcastically and say at the end of his leg.
I could have done. It's too easy.
Yeah. It's a bit of a pain, this, figuring out where I need to cut it on what angle. You've got that tune stuck in my head now.
Haha.
Right. I have bits of plastic card. This could help.
So
Martin
many
says,
parts.
is it beer o'clock yet?
Yes.
It's always beer o'clock. The weather calls for it.
There is actually a website that tells you if it's beer o'clock or not.
It's just a still image, isn't it?
Yes. I have actually found this.
Why does that not surprise me? I'm wondering, I should probably pin that just so I've got something to work on. You've got the drill, mate. Top. Because obviously don't want the legs snapping off. That's a bit counterproductive. Ooh, that's a bit of a big drill bit.
Yeah, we don't have the ultra fine drill bits anymore. As they break as soon as you look at them, really.
Yeah. Damn. Actually, I think this one might be a little bit finer. No?
Nope. It's the only reason I'm not magnetising these for painting purposes. Sorry, not magnetising, pinning.
Let's see. Damn, that's going to be a pain, isn't it?
Probably.
Messed up that idea. And Lotto has sent some photos, and Martin says that's going to be a funky leg. It is, mate. It really is.
Is he going to do the funky chicken?
You know that funky leg, mate. He's on disability. Imagine if orcs actually had a payment plan for disability.
I'll get my teeth this week.
More teeth. Gets big teeth. I remember that we were having a discussion about an orc Bad Moon Bank where they just store all the teeth, but really what it is a bunch of orcs all chained up that have annoyed the war boss that just get the teeth punched out every day. Oh, that drill bit's going to be a bugger.
Orkinomics.
Orkinomics, yeah. I don't think anyone could explain how that works. Not even the orcs.
Bartak! Just peeking what, that's Martin, isn't it? Bartak.
I think so.
Yeah. Just peeking what Andy's working on while Dodgy is making weird legs. Yeah, fair one, mate. I am building The last part of my combat patrol kit from the Nemesis which is the Nemesis Dread Knight, ready for priming and painting and what have you, which I'm gonna hopefully start today, if this doesn't take too long, which it shouldn't do, to be honest. 36 and
because I'm always sanding on the channel. If you ever want to watch a man sand something, just tune in.
Weren't you going to have elephantitis leg?
It
was the original idea.
It might have been. I'm still going to put some Nurgle on the leg.
Not obviously.
Gotta have some rotten flesh and weird bits.
It's got plenty of weird bits.
Actually, I should have drilled into that bit there to pin it. That would probably be a better idea. Not there's much to pin it into. Hindsight, eh?
Captain Hindsight, you should have done it like this.
Well, you should have done.
Thanks, mate.
Martin, sanding your teeth. I've contemplated doing that before.
I'll turn into thinking spikes.
Yeah. My teeth are wrecked because I don't have a bloody dentist. I had a dentist in ages because they're useless gits.
They're not useless, they're just very expensive.
No, mine was actually useless. And their secretary was useless.
Secretaries usually are.
The amount of times I got appointments and went to their appointments, right, to be told I don't have an appointment, and I'm like, I have a slip here that you gave me a bunch of months ago, you stupid bitch.
Honestly, just reminded me, I got a text message from Specsavers.
Oh, we're getting old, man. Gotta get those eye checkups.
Ah, yeah. It's just,
Oh, it sucks that we don't have that other drill bit. That's a real pain. Because I don't want to glue this on and warp the plastic. I wanted to pin that on. Damn you.
we need some of them soft core emery boards again.
Oh, they were lovely. I can't remember where we got them from.
No, me neither.
I know this isn't the most entertaining of live streams because I'm really struggling to focus on this leg at the moment. Martin's saying, having seen Dodge opening beer bottles with his teeth, I don't think sanding can be any worse. Also, Martin says, eye checkups and prostate exams, all the fun stuff.
Yep. I do need to get booked in for my MOT actually, but
you're right.
it's only 3 years late.
Yeah, just keep putting it off, mate. It's fine.
COVID, mate, never actually. The doctors are meant to get in touch with you, aren't they?
Yeah.
For it, and because it fell in during the plague times.
Plague times.
My doctor kind of failed to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't go to the doctor for nothing, really. This little bit here might be a pain. Or it might be a blessing in disguise if I can use it to bond the two parts together. That's really frustrating that those two parts would actually bond side by side almost perfect, but then the leg would probably be a bit too long. I have to figure this out. Because if I cut this bottom bit off, it will stick to this part here. I think you've got the glue on you, Andy. Right, I need to clean him a bit off as well.
Yeah.
So.
I used to do that with beer bottles, opening them with my teeth.
At one point I was going to try and beat the record for that. There's a world record for it. I was going to do it at a big party when there was plenty of people to drink all the open beer. I think that world record went up quite a bit since last time though. Like,
Have you finished with that glue, have you?
oh,
No,
I
you
didn't
only-
end up using it, but I ended up sanding something.
Alright, fair enough.
I'll get it back off you in a minute. Sanding.
Yeah, world records when we do get beat tend to go quite a way.
Yeah, it used to be like 50 or something in a minute, and then it went up to 30 something. I still reckon I could have a good crack at that. And forfeit my teeth.
You'll have toothache after, yeah.
Yeah, but I also have a lot of beer.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of makes up for it.
Depends how long the toothache lasts.
Yeah.
Nothing more distracting.
Nothing more distracting than toothache.
No. Apart from maybe maybe earache. That's really distracting as well.
I find headaches one of the most distracting.
They are, but yeah, toothache. You can't think with toothache.
That's true. Yeah, because you're always focused on what's going on in your mouth. Like when you burn the top of your mouth with some cheese or something, and then you're always mucking around with a burn.
Yeah, it's like ow, ow, ow. No, it's not. 64, 43 and 14. Kind of funny, but with me buying the army the way I'm going to, which is largely through combat patrols, I'm going to wind up with 4 dreadnoughts I don't need.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll still probably work out cheaper.
Alright, hopefully that's a bit smoother. So I'm a little bit quiet today, as far as I can tell on the concurrent viewers. Right, another bit sanded and cleaned up.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay for sanding.
It's really frustrating me that this bit is perfect for the job, but it's too bloody long. I could extend this over leg, but then it won't look very orky.
No, you can't do that. It still needs to look orky-ish.
Maybe we could sculpt that a bit further forward and then bring his thigh upwards. Maybe. It's bloody awkward now. You know, what have I just dropped?
Give him a peg leg.
That's well too simple now, considering what I'm building. Plus, you know what I like when I get hooked on an idea. Or whatever that part was, it is lost. Lost to the carpet. Time.
To the carpet god.
I hope it wasn't anything important. Oh, who was it who did the book Carpet People?
Carpet people.
Yeah. Did the Discworld Fable as well, I forgot his name now.
Discworld stuff.
Yeah.
Terry
Pratchett did a really weird book about people who lived in the carpet.
A lot of his stuff weird. I mean, The Borrowers was a weird one.
Was that him?
I'm sure it was. I could be wrong.
Right. This part and that part should be together pretty well.
So, probably won't.
Yeah, because they should, but they won't. Take this bit of cabling off. Grab that glue off you when you're not using it, mate.
Yeah, 1 second, mate. Yeah.
Top. Let's take a little bit out of that. Try and be really careful. I'll be really careful not to snap that bit off. Always working with such fine bits of detail. Bit too much glue. It's very easy to put too much on.
Can go on.
Right. We have the legs slowly getting there. There we go. I'm not 100% what to use as the foot for this, because this is too big. I'll find a bit of a metal somewhere, or I could just green stuff a foot, but to do so I would need something to push up against, like the base, and I don't know what base I'm putting them on yet.
You finished without glue, mate?
Yeah. Right. That's not too bad. It's a shame we don't have this right drill bits at the moment. That would make life a bit easier.
Head. We can go in. Let's get my shoulder pads.
You can see there's a bit of a size difference in the two legs. And it just doesn't look the same the other way around. It could.
Right, that's that bit done. Next section. Arms.
Looks like most of that bit's going to have to come off, and I'm not happy with that. I want to try and figure out a way of keeping it all in one piece.
What does that symbol mean?
The instructions came a long way over time.
Variant. Alright, okay.
And
Yeah,
what
because
it's
it just-
building.
Just checking the symbols for the weapons. I know what weapons I'm giving it.
Yeah.
I'm giving it the heavy incinerator because it auto hits. It's basically a giant heavy flamer.
Cool.
And the side cannon, or heavy side cannon, as it is.
Yeah, why not?
And then I'm probably going to give it the sword, although it looks like I might be able to equip either.
Either.
Yeah, it might be one of them where you can magnetize it.
That'd be cool. Yeah, that's always a good option with a big kit.
Yeah.
Any kit that's expensive. I really struggle when it comes to the, what's it called, form, when it comes to sculpting the anatomy. Getting things scaled up just right.
Yeah, fair one.
I have the leg piece, I don't know what to use as a foot currently. Obviously the Death Dread foot, that's too big. It's gone a bit quiet in the chat today, guys. I'm currently just looking for anything to use as a foot for this guy, but this is clearly far too big. Yep. It's a bit of an awkward thing to find, really.
What's that, mate?
Hmm?
What's that?
That's something to use as the foot.
Yeah, you don't get many spare feet.
No, not really. Even finding something chunky enough to cut down to a good foot shape, that's not easy either.
You don't have any robot feet?
Oh, I might have. Let's have a look through the bits boxes now.
That got you thinking, didn't it?
Yeah, I was thinking I might have some Mechanicus parts kicking around.
Yeah.
I know I have some Mechanicus parts somewhere. So until I find something to use for the foot for this, I don't want to cut any of it down. And this Sentinel foot is kind of alright. It looks a little small though.
Really? Sentinels are pretty big.
Oh no, the toes from it. I was suggesting cutting the toes off to work with that because they look like decent blocks of metal. You'd expect me to be able to find something in the kill cam box. Kill cam foot. Let's have a look. Maybe I can use that toe without it looking too weird.
I think you've gone past too weird, mate.
Disproportionate then is what I meant. Don't want disproportionate. Weird is fine.
Weird is allowed. Disproportionate on the other hand.
No, can't have that.
That gets 67 and 68. Does that too?
The leg's already a bit tall though. Might be problems with that.
Why are you having propped up by a bunch of grots on that one side?
Oh, because I'm really invested in this leg now, and my brain won't let that knee bit go. It looks cool. It's like he's almost got a little circular saw blade for a knee. So I definitely want that in there. It's just the scale's a bit off. I'll use that as the armour plating for the thigh. Which is not too bad. Oh. I need to cut this down here and find something to bond it to. I'm just struggling to find something to use as a foot. Well, lots of different types of feet, but finding the one that'll be about the right scale as well.
It's a side cannon built. Incinerator cannon.
Does what it says on the tin.
Yep. Pretty much says fuck everything in that general direction.
Yeah, pretty much.
2d6, strength 6, AP1, auto hits. What ignore cover.
Yeah, it's pretty much everything toast.
Like, anything in that direction,
Be gone.
go away. I don't want to see you anymore. Objective complete. And the heavy side cannon's the equivalent of a anti-tank gun.
Yeah. That's where my Mechanicus parts went in the
In the Dreadnought one?
in the bikes.
Bikes.
Yeah. It is handy to have these at the side of me for a change. Give me something to add to my foot.
Give me fuel, give me fire. Sarah introduced me to a new cover musician the other day. You know, in the same vein as Frogleap and all that lot.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Saoirse and something beginning with a Z, like Polish or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah, really, really talented.
Oh wait, has it got a gold mask on?
I think there is a dude with a mask. Really pretty dark haired lass as a singer.
Oh no, it's not that one. I thought it was another guy. Yeah, I can't remember what Jen showed me that one. What were you saying it was called?
Saoirse and
I think we've seen that one.
Len or something like that. Did a really cool cover of Dirty Diana by Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll have to check that out at some point. I mean, Frogleap Studio does a bunch of good covers.
Yeah, he does. Jonathan Young's another one who does it. He's really good as well.
I've not heard of that one. Hi everybody on the live stream. I am currently rummaging through bits to find a foot. Something is afoot.
And I'm currently building a Nemesis Drift Dread Knight, which I'll be painting. I'll be painting something from the Grey Knights as soon as this is done. Fuel cans. Keep your hand off my fuel cans. Get them off the sprue before Dodge gets any ideas.
Is that parts out here?
Yes.
I'm really struggling with this foot. And I shouldn't be because I'm happy with the rest of the bloody design. It's just I need to find something to bond it to where it doesn't look disproportionate. Now I've lost my leg completely. So how's everybody else on the live stream? What are you guys collecting? What are you guys painting?
What you guys losing the will to live or looking at?
Can't lose the will to live on a nice day like this.
You can be at work,
I suppose.
in an office with no windows,
Yeah, that'd do it.
or a call centre, which would do it in itself.
Yeah.
Having worked in a call centre, I never want to do it again,
That sounds very people-y.
mate. I was still tolerant of people at this point. I was just a kid.
Yeah.
I was 18 or something like that. God, I hated that job.
I can't imagine why. Is it because you have to deal with loads of people, and people on the phone tend to be arseholes? Sorry about the noise, guys.
That was definitely a large part of it, I dare say. It was sales as well,
Oh, great.
and yeah, I was never any good at sales. I'm still not, because I don't care enough
Yeah.
to try and convince people to buy stuff. It's like, do you want this? No. All right, fair enough. See you later.
Yeah. That's because you're not a complete arsehole. Do you want this? No, but it's really, really good. It's like I said no. I hate the door-to-door salesman.
I even got into bother once for saving people money.
Oh, mate. What an asshole you are, saving people money.
I know, mate. Sorry, they weren't using the friends and family. This was back when friends and families was a thing. They weren't using the friends and families discount, so I just told them to give me some numbers
Yeah.
to put on the friends and family. But I didn't explain to them what it was. I was just saving them money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got into bother for doing that because I wasn't explaining the product. It's like, look, I was just trying to save them some money.
Yeah.
Right?
Bloody thing.
So when we went into emergency customer service, because loads of power lines got taken down by storms and hurricanes and that, my pay went up, whereas everyone else's went down.
Why? Wait, what?
Because you got paid as a bonus for sales,
Right.
and because we weren't actually able to participate in the sales, we got given the site average.
Ah. Okay. Yeah.
So my pay went up because I was nowhere near the site average. Of course, I was shit at that part of it. I did a decent job on the customer service side.
Yeah.
Because they were like, my power line's gone down. Right, where are you? Blah, blah, blah. We'll get an engineer out. Done. And whilst we were doing that, my pay went up by like 50%.
Nice.
Then I went back to sales and it plummeted.
Yeah, so they should just keep you away from sales, isn't it?
Oh, mate, I was shit at it.
I'm going to take that bit out there as well, I think. Although that's the only thing I've got to drill or glue to, so that could be a really bad idea. Because we don't have the right size drill bit at the moment for me to pin this.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is one of the
frustrating.
things making this very awkward, otherwise I'd have just drilled in here at the top and pinned this into a position already.
69, 69, Everybody.
Trying to figure out whether it'd just be easier to remove this thigh completely and build the leg myself from scratch.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be easier. It might be the only option you've got.
Yeah, so one of those moments where I've built myself into a bit of a corner. They happen now and again, and they're a pain, massive pain. Because my head's stuck on using this part. There's too many details in it to not use this for the leg. But he'll look all lopsided.
Yeah, but he's going to look lopsided anyway because of his weird body posture.
That's the thing, the flatness of this, the flat on this foot when I put him this way, I was happy with the pose, with the Waagh banner and everything. So I don't want to change that pose too much.
I thought him looking lopsided was kind of a point.
Yeah, I suppose. But it's a little too much for my liking.
Not the correct level of lopsidedness.
No. See, I don't know if the camera can see, but when I level this up like this whole bottom bit would have to go, which isn't too bad, to be honest. It's the angle it has to go at needs to be right, and I haven't found anything for a goddamn foot yet. I mean, there's these parts, but they look a tad small compared to the actual Ogrin size toes. So I can't just use those on their own. They need something more bulky behind them.
Why don't you use the ogre foot?
Oh, because I was going all mechanical with this bit of leg.
Yeah, mechanical and make it biomechanical instead. Sort of a hybrid.
Yeah.
It'll save a lot of your headaches.
Yeah. At this point, I'm just getting really fed up with this leg. Right.
Sometimes the simplest way is the best one.
Yeah, but it's even putting the boot over the end of it, you miss all those details that I found. So it's really annoying me.
You know what's going to annoy me?
Painting non-metallic metals on Grey Knight's army.
Aside from that, in fact, I've got to deliver pizzas tomorrow.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Hopefully it's going to be nice weather so I can enjoy it.
Fair enough.
It sucks when it's raining.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Do you know that you're not out of a car long enough to get really wet,
Yeah.
but you're not in the car long enough to dry, so you're just damp.
Yeah. Just switching this up to work on the backpack for a minute because that leg's starting to stress me out. Clean these bits off. So this is a part from Maxi Minis, and what I'm going to be doing is attaching this to his backpack. I'm not sure which way to attach it though.
I reckon you should have a set of bagpipes.
Bagpipes.
Yeah.
Big Scottish Waagh. And the concept of this would be that you would have piping going to the Waagh banner, which is going to have several exhausts on it for releasing toxic fumes.
Oh, nice stuff like that.
Yeah, you know, lots of random fumes, why not?
Its very air is a toxic fume.
I know that quote, and it's bugging me that I can't name it.
Lord of the Rings.
I thought it was, oh, damn it.
Name a character?
Is it Legolas?
Nope.
No, it's they're talking about the Balrog.
Nope.
No?
Talking about Mordor.
Ah,
It's Boromir.
well, I sucked at that one.
No points for you.
No points.
Bit like Tom.
Bit distracted today though. Bit like Tom. He got 1 point.
We give him it.
Yeah, we basically gave him it.
Something I found read on some social media page or other. Is about Legolas only ever speaks to Frodo once in the entire directly once
Yeah,
in the film.
I saw that on an Instagram meme where they've cut it down and it's like they're like the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy, but only when this, and they find random things in it like, but only with Peter Jackson in it. You know what I mean? Or with only when Legolas talks to Frodo, and that's it. He just stands up and says, "And you have my bow," and then the credits roll. It's so bizarre. It's like you don't think about it, and then someone points it out, and you're like, that's just a bit weird.
Yeah.
To use green stuff to fill that in, or I could probably glue that on. I hope.
Yeah, when
You got some glue handy?
yeah, when Galadriel, a side character, speaks directly to Frodo more than one of the main characters, who is in the presence of for extended periods of time.
Yeah. It's so weird. That's just the way it was written with all side characters and.
There was a whole bunch of side characters that weren't even put in the film.
Yeah. Well, you've read the books. I never actually read the books.
Yeah. You know where Arwen rides over and rescues Frodo.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even her.
No?
The books. No. It's an elven lord called Glorfindel.
Okay.
And the only reason Glorfindel doesn't actually fight the Nazgul is because he's in a hurry. Bearing in mind there's 9 of them, or 8 of them all fighting. And he's like, the only reason he doesn't stand and fight is because he's got to rescue Frodo. Because he's like, nah, I'll take these on.
Yeah. Alright then. Sounds like a pretty badass character.
He is badass, mate. He's hard as nails. He's like, makes Elrond look like a wussar.
Backpack's gonna look cool. I really do like these Maxi Mini backpacks. I think they were like for his for Plague, well, not for his, but for the company made them for Plague Marines or whatever. But I'm gonna hopefully get a bunch more of these for me Waagh Decay, because they look really cool and kind of orky as well. Orcs. I'll let that bond, and at some point I think I will force some green stuff into this gap here to well, keep it on there longer really. Going to attach some green stuff strapping from here to here, from here and here over his outfit, so it looks like it's
tight gits.
hooked on there.
The tight gits.
Like so. What's all like?
You only get one set of right-handed fingers. So
I've got spares, you know.
So you
What
get
for?
for the Dread Knight.
Yeah, I've got more. I've got most of a kit somewhere if you want extra fingers.
It's just so I can build the hammer as an alternate.
Yeah, I've got those bits as well.
Well, if you've got a kit, I could do with an extra set of fingers.
Yeah, well, I think they're down in the cellar at the moment.
They are safe.
Yes.
God, lack of music blows goes.
Oh, it really does. Like, damn you, YouTube, and your
Monetization shit.
yeah.
No, you can't do that. You have to pay somebody. It's like, well, pay him then, tight bastards. It's not like Bezos can't afford it. It's Bezos who owns YouTube, innit?
I don't know who owns YouTube anymore.
Some rich dude. Let's face it, he can afford it.
It's someone that ain't us.
Someone who has money, so therefore, not me.
Alright, I'll put that part across there. And we should have a rather interesting looking backpack. Ah, it didn't bond very well. Now, yeah, I should have expected that. It's resin on plastic, but I was kind of hoping it would be a soft resin. It's just a little bit special.
Bloody hell, mate.
Some more pipes coming out at the top of that, probably. No, I forgot about that part.
Special.
Yeah, one of the ideas I had the other day, maybe I smooth all this bit out at sides, fold this piece onto that, and then when it's on the back, I can have those pipes go into the back of the knob. Chat's been bloody quiet for a while.
There's not been many viewers today.
It's Thursday, I guess everyone's waiting for the weekend. Plus the weather's nice.
Yeah.
I was contemplating this morning just chilling outside.
Just not bothering, going, nope.
Yeah,
I actually
watch the birds. I mean, it crossed my mind to be like, but I got up late, so I was like, screw it.
I thought you might decide to not bother today.
Yeah. Well, I was actually looking forward to getting on with this project. I'm always in two states of mind. It's kind of irritating. How have I put that? What? Okay then, I've lost a part again, somehow. Where did I put the other backpack?
One shall assume picture safe.
That's that one. That confused me. I was looking for one with the this bit of broken sprue, and for a minute I'm like, I'm sure that chimney bit wasn't on there. It was upside down, so I wasn't seeing it properly.
Quite sure what that is there.
Great, it fell off. Always something, isn't it? Bit of green stuff.
Just a random piece. I'll cut it off just in case.
at least try and get this one piece in position.
One sheet.
Sculpting tools. Try and blend that excess green stuff in there.
Ah, cock.
What you done?
I just broke a part. It's not an important part, and it'll fix, but it's just, you know.
It's just now you have to fix it.
Yeah.
What I'm doing here is making the like a template out of green stuff for the underneath of this, so it has something better to bond to.
Right. Thankfully, surprisingly easy fix.
Oh, damn. Couple of butterfingers today. Right, so once I finish building all that up on the backpack,
That is as built as a Dreadnought can go.
you know, might put some bits in here, cover that up as well. But at the moment, I just want that to line up with almost perfectly in between those two pegs.
It's Jake the peg was extra left
I thought it was Shaky Jake with a real milkshake.
Okay.
swear I did this slightly different yesterday. I had a different look. I definitely have a lot of exhaust vents and things like that because I tend to collect them off of
Well, everything.
any kit that's got one.
Now, I have found some hydraulic piping what I don't think I need from a Dreadnought kit. If I don't need it, it's there for you.
Cheers.
But obviously, I can't tell until it's fully going.
There's no rush, mate. I've got tons and tons of parts kicking around from, well, all the different kits. Right. That will start to bond, so I'll just leave that at one side for now. We will probably add more exhausts to the sides though. We're also going to add some of this piping to the side and have that come round and down the arm to the Waagh banner. Which I still haven't fully decided what kind of symbol I'm going to make on it. I just know it's going to be similar to this, and I like the idea of running these exhaust pipes out the back, and I wanted to use little tyres or something for the circles, but I can't find a model with cogs and tyres I have in abundance at the moment.
I honestly think Martin had the best idea.
Yeah, I had a look actually. Me and Jen went for a walk to, where was it? We're down one at Parks anyway, and when we went into one at the shops, I was having a look at the toy cars. I mean, it's not a bad idea at all.
And you only need one because you get 4.
That's true. It probably is one of the best options for scale. I have to start carrying this part around with me now just to see if I can get something the right scale.
And see you there in a toy shop looking at various different random Barbie dolls and stuff.
I've done it before, mate.
Yeah.
I was finding random stuff to build terrain with and stuff like that. Just in a kid's shop looking for random bits. I can't do anything with that until that's fully set. Hoping there's not too much green stuff on there. Get me the tool out, smooth that off a little bit. Yeah, if you're going to do any green stuff sculpting, I recommend a combination of the wax sculpting tools and silicone sculpting tools. The wax ones being, the metal ones you buy for cheap, and then silicone ones actually have a silicone edge, it stops them sticking to your green stuff. It also pushes back, gives you some resistance, so unlike the metal ones where you push and it just obliterates whatever you're doing, you can be a lot more cautious with the silicone ones. I always find worst bit of green stuff is getting it to smooth out into whatever plastic or hard surface that it's attached to, and making it look smooth at that little lip. should be able to just leave that for now. I hope. That's part of the backpack done. And we've added some extra bits to that leg, which I'm still struggling with.
Nothing's ever easy, mate.
No, I tend to make things harder for myself as well.
Yeah, you are good at that. I can't say much though, because I do it myself.
Warpig just dropped in.
Hello, Warpig. How you doing?
How's it going, mate? I'm determined to get this leg done today, and it's just not happening. It doesn't help that skull's kind of in the way. That's the problem with this sort of work. I can't just cut something off when I have an impulsive idea and then be like, oh, I've done it wrong. The amount of times I wanted to put whatever it was I've cut off, back on. I do happen to have more of these skulls lying around.
All the skulls are mine.
I have my own collection of skulls.
Keep your hands off my skulls.
It's not as mighty as your corn pile, but I mainly get them from my noble fantasy stuff.
Yeah, you get the odd skull in a lot of fantasy kits these days. Saying that, I think I need a new skull box.
New box for your skulls?
No, a new box filled with skulls.
Ah.
That's my...
What if Corn finds out you're holding out?
I appear to have depleted my stock.
I'm not surprised.
I've just remembered my first version of Khan with all the skulls from when we were listening to, what's it? He had like a specific number of skulls. Yeah, he had a specific number of skulls, didn't he?
I can't remember.
Like, it was 7, wasn't it? He had 7 and he needed 1 more.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And you couldn't find one.
Which was kind of cool.
Yeah, the story with Khan in the audio books has always been decent. I love the one where he's in the gladiatorial arena and he's having this epic fight, and it turns out that never even happened. It was all in his head.
Yeah, it was just.
And he just sidesteps to the left and kills the guy. Just like, oh.
Oh well. That was an ASAP fight.
Except it's a fight that didn't happen, so
yeah.
Technically it wasn't an ace fight. It sounded like it would have been a really good fight.
Well, what actually happened is he just shoved him a spoon through the other dude's neck. No, you can't use gore fiber. If I'll be gore child, that'll be two one-sided. Fair enough. What do you want me to give you? Like pencil sharpener or something? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I can't kill you with a pencil sharpener.
Beat you to death with a rabbit.
That'd be interesting.
What was it? Somebody got stabbed with something really
squirrel.
That was it, wasn't it? It was a squirrel.
Yeah, I don't know how you stab someone. It must have been like a taxidermied squirrel or something.
There's just so many questions.
Yeah, too many questions.
Which is what makes it interesting. It's like, you got stabbed with a squirrel. I really hope that squirrel was alive.
Oh, that'd be really interesting. I would pay to see that video.
So, fine. You do you, mate. And so I don't know where it was from, but something about it just makes me want to say it. A Florida man.
Yes, I think, of course it's Florida.
It's got to be a Florida man.
Yeah, I think that's the right caption. Florida woman stabs husband with squirrel, I believe was the title.
They got all the cool storylines.
Just gonna check that Instagram because I forgot that we'd been sent photos. Matt Lloyd added to their story, did they?
Who?
I don't know. I'm not very good with the Instagram. Trying to find this now. Ah, there we go. Lord Tattoo.
Lord Tattoo.
That's actually a quite interesting colour scheme. Sound like a reel or something.
So yeah, black and space wolf grey.
Aye.
That's cool.
I'm getting like some green hues on that first photo that came up there. I like that. I'd definitely have put that one. I like that first one. I like that colour scheme. It works.
And I'm feeling good. Doo-doo.
Well, stop it. You're not allowed.
Doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh, you live in Doncaster. There's no feeling good allowed around here.
It's against the Constitution.
The what?
Yeah.
Right, so that's starting to fit into the sort of right place now, I guess. I just needed to keep taking more and more out of the model.
Step 1, live in Doncaster. Step 2, realise it's shit. Step 3, leave. Step 4, profit.
Why did you become a crack dealer in your short stay to Doncaster?
It's the only growth business in the area.
Pretty much. This town's proper shit.
But it's our shit town.
Yeah. I think does everyone feel like that? It's like, yeah, they hate where they live, but also it's where they live, so you just kind of get used to it.
I think all towns are pretty much the same. Don't matter where you are, same shit somewhere else, innit?
Probably.
Same shit, new postcode.
I have one task to do today, and that's get this leg sorted.
You had one job.
Bloody legs. Sore game there. Not quite sure how I'm going to bond that together. Like, I want it on there secure, obviously. He's already lost his leg once. Doesn't need it falling off again.
Maybe have it riveted on.
I'm on about the actual bond.
I'm going to hazard a guess a clue.
Yeah, but I need to make the surface just right so there's as much bonding space as possible.
Pin?
Can't get that to work at the moment. Parts too thin for that drill bit. Yeah, the old airbrush.
I'm trying.
I have a very precise idea of how I want this to go together, which is why it takes me so long. That. I think I'd be pretty happy with that sort of positioning. Might take a little bit more off just here. I'm going to attempt to bond this very shortly. That glue's been terrible as well recently, so that'll be fun. Maybe take that up a little bit more. How precise I'm trying to get this is like an actual leg surgery at this point. Right, that should... Almost correct. Come on. So this bit now does a bond bottom of this bit. I think I can glue that one out and work the rest around. Try to show you the angle I'm looking at it from.
Why are you backflipping?
I will have problems though, because if I bond it on now and cut bits off to make the footwork, I'm probably going to break it. Really need to get this drill bit sorted in. Right. I'm gonna go take 5, I think, guys, because I've been live streaming for like 1 hour and 45 minutes. It sucks. Lord Tattoo just said, Doc Dodger. Thank you, Lord Tattoo.
What's that?
Now I was saying how this is like almost doing proper surgery on this leg, and Lord Tattoo says like Doc Dodger.
Doc Dongle.
Right. Very slow progress on this guy, but he's a character, so
It's allowed.
yeah. And I'm also very slow usually anyway.
Well, I wouldn't have said anything.
It's how it is. Very precise with my parts.
That's not what I was thinking.
Right. I will be back in 5 minutes, guys.
And I will keep you company if you want to join me on my channel now. I'm currently attempting to prime my Grey Knights.
Aye.
Um,
Yeah, the audio is the same as well. Just if people had both desks set up, both desks on camera, they just switch from one to the other.
yeah.
Stack of 5, and there's me parts and the Waagh banner.
So I dare say I'll be struggling with the airbrush for the next few hours. The airbrush appears to be at least willing to prime. I don't know if it's going to be any use for anything more than base coating, but it's something at least. Now this is the guy who actually I like the best out of all of them. I don't know, I think he looks the most interesting. Although I did do this guy based on the basic librarian, but I snazzed him up with some granite parts, make him look a little different. So yeah, I'm just getting the basic models done. The Dread Knight is still in pieces, so we'll see how the airbrush holds up to extended use, as to whether or not I'll get it primed. So what I'm going to try and do to make my life a wee bit easier is once these are all dried, I'm going to go with a if they make Primaris scale granites, I'm going to sit in a corner and cry probably. Fortunately, I've only got a small set, so it's not the end of the world. It doesn't look like there's any danger of that happening anytime soon. They do appear to have left the granites kits alone. I can't see anything happening for another 12 months anyway, till when the granite codex comes out. I don't think there's any real need for them to do any Primaris granite units. Just allow access to the vehicles and have granites as granites. You know, whether or not the Primaris or not is kind of irrelevant. Although I would like Primaris versions of the basic Grey Knight squads. The Primaris kits are just nice. Obviously with all the appropriate iconography of a Grey Knight, just in a new scale, they would look better. So I'd largely be fairly happy. It's about time we did it. I don't think we need to worry about the lore. Primaris are already pretty ingrained into Imperial stuff anyway, and when you look at even on the lore side of things, a Space Marine's a Space Marine. We don't need to change anything with the Grey Knights. Just give them, rather than giving them different units, just give them Primaris scale blokes, and they've started using the new mechanics for creating a Space Marine, but give the same training. I think it was only really an issue with the Indomitus Crusade stuff. And the reinforcement of the chapters. We don't need to do over much lore wise. For the Grey Knights. But we'll see. Like I say, I think that's a concern for the future. How airbrushes annoy me. Yeah, just start not working all of a sudden. Well, looks like I've done all the priming I'm going to do. Oh yeah, that's an old story, isn't it? Where the changeling was trying to convert granite. I don't think granites ever should fall. It's kind of a thing that we've never done it. It definitely needs to be more emphasis on prime areas falling, because we don't really have much in the way of. I mean, I could be wrong. I've not read any of the Black Crusade stuff from this time round. So I know there was a lot of stuff happened with Angron and what have you. So I could be wrong on that. But as far as I know, to my knowledge, no Primaris Marine's gone rogue yet. So we'll see. I really do need to catch up with a 40k lore. I do like it. I am way behind, shall we say. Right. Let that settle down, and then I can clean it again. So it's going to need cleaning again before I do anything else, which is annoying because I would like to make a serious crack on. Yeah, I don't think any Primaris had turned, aside from maybe when an entire Crusade fleet went rogue because Angron did a ritual of some kind. But yeah, it's about time some of them turned because they're meant to be a bit more resilient to it, but not immune. Where unlike the Grey Knights, which are meant to be completely immune to the laws of chaos. I'm just getting something to look at whilst I'm waiting for stuff to dry. I can't do anything whilst the models are in this state, and I do need to re-clean the airbrush now. Yay me. Yeah, I've felt that Gilliman lent himself well to a nice conversion. I kind of fancy having a crack at doing a foot one with the new lion. I saw one online what had been done up to be a nylon. I thought he looked pretty cool.
Right, I'm back.
Dodgy's back now. So yeah, I'm back to waiting for stuff to dry.
It's a massive part of the hobby, that.
So Lord Tattoos was saying he's doing a similar sort of idea to what I've done with Gilliman, but to a Nurgle prince.
Ah, cool. Using Gilliman for the kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was saying I'm tempted with having a crack at doing a foot prince out of the lion.
That'd be pretty cool.
He's got a good pose because he's got a lot of walking sort of pose, hasn't he?
Aye. Yeah. Well, just as a different demon prince.
Yeah, but one without wings.
Yeah, you obviously want the two. It's a good template to build on, really.
Yeah, with just the right scale. And the thing is, the foot prince does different things to the winged one.
Yeah.
Different special rules. So the winged prince is all about combat. He does stuff with battle shock and impact hits and stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas the foot prince is a bit more of a support piece. Gives everybody cover and an aura.
Ah, okay. Yeah, when the original Demon Prince came out with the wings and the old kit, man, I actually think that was awesome.
Have you seen the new Demon Prince kit? That's ace.
I've not seen no, I've not actually seen the sprue for it.
Ah, yeah, it's really nice. Going to be five different heads, I think.
Nice.
One for each of the gods.
That makes sense, actually. Yeah. Although I would have preferred it if they were just generic different style of heads.
That's why I think there's yeah, they're quite clearly dedicated to the gods, but they are all nice heads.
Yeah. That gives you a template to work with.
Yeah. But it is yeah, the new Demon Prince model is really nice. It just doesn't fit my feet.
Have you got the glue? I'm going to attempt to glue
it's in the middle.
Yeah, I didn't see it there. I'm going to attempt to glue this on and hopefully not ruin anything.
Rather brave.
Mm.
I've also gonna try and keep my builds for the night Demon Princes as god neutral as possible.
So you could switch the armies easier.
Yeah, so I'm gonna switch them around. I mean, for me, the Demon Prince with wings tends to lend itself best with Sonesh. It makes it faster.
Yeah.
But flying in this edition sucks. Unless you're infantry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to measure the up and down as well as the across when you're going past terrain.
Oh.
So it's actually quicker to go round it.
That seems a bit daft. Shouldn't you just technically go as the crow flies? You know, because you fly.
Yeah. I mean, at least just only measure one direction. You know, measure up. You know, as you've got to put the effort in to fly upwards. But the down should be free.
Yeah.
But no.
I don't know what Games Workshop are playing out with this edition, really.
We've got some good stuff, we've got some bad stuff. You know, it's early days yet. It's been out, what, a month? But yeah, the fly rule makes no sense in a minute. It's just stupid. But I think it's a good nerf insofar as it makes characters like Angron and Magnus less depressive.
Yeah.
Because the real strength of them two was that they could get right into you in one turn before you had a chance to do anything about them.
Yeah.
And then start wrecking face. So the fly changes, slowing them down, makes a lot of sense in that respect.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of does.
Does AOS have the same rule with the movement? So neither me or Dodge play AOS, so
yeah. So we don't know.
We don't know. But also, if the rules are so similar, it makes it less interesting to switch between one or the other. Because you're just playing the same game with different models.
Yeah. I could see there being benefits to that though.
Well, yeah, it does make the game balance easier because you're only really having to balance one system.
Balance.
Quote unquote.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a similar rule apparently from Lord 2 says.
Oh.
I suppose at least they're being internally consistent.
That's true. Yeah, I suppose so. Still looks a little bit long.
Lord Tattoo says he doesn't use flies a lot and he's more 40k. Well, we approve of being more 40k because that's us. I'm gonna go to Old World when that comes out. Over the next few months, I'll be building my knightly army. And be doing that on stream, all the heraldry and what have you.
You've been looking forward to that one.
I have, yes. Right, I'm going to take 5 minutes. I need a toilet.
And I'm still faffing with this leg on YouTube. Obviously, these ones are too big. The big toe on this is almost big enough. I'm just not fully happy with the stance. I always have a problem. I can raise him up a bit, I guess. With that other leg, it shouldn't be too difficult. Well, I'm not even on camera. I'll raise that up a bit. The staff is going to be used as more of a walking cane. Trying to keep that original pose I had in mind. See, that doesn't look quite right to me. Goddamn legs. Oh, this leg's driving me nuts. Pop these bits away for a minute. There was always this other option for the leg, which is from the old Forsaken kit. It's one peg leg sort of thing. Where are these legs going? Lord Toto says tactical got. I'm not sure what that's in reference to, as I was miles away. Been a bit distracted today. Just put Morak's bits away for now. Because I get a bit sick of the sight of him, even though I intended this morning to get him completely finished. Well, at least the leg. That would have been a good start. 1 out of 4 limbs ain't too bad. But I do have a massive part of that death dread kicking around still as well. So many parts. Death dread. Lord Tattoo says tactical grot instead of stone to raise him. I see what you mean. Yeah, Andy was sort of suggesting something like that as well. Right. The arm is... Oh, it's actually stuck on there. Well, it's stuck on there enough apparently. Alright. I didn't actually want that to stick on there, I just was using it as a bit of a template. What to do with this guy now? It's really weird, I didn't want it to bond that well. And of course then, it does. So you can always muck around with the universe. If something's not sticking, just stick it and have no intention of it sticking. Apparently that works. Trying to use reverse psychology on the entire universe.
Seemed to work out alright there, mate.
Did like. Although it wasn't intentional. I'm guessing if you intend to do it, it doesn't work the same. Try and file that down a little bit. And let's have a look in the bits box. Some more pincers. I want to use some of those parts. They are from the Molafine, I think. There's a sculpture there. I like this claw. They just look a little bit more noodly, so they kind of add something there. See if we can make this arm look even cooler. Because obviously at the moment that's a big wad of green stuff. Don't want that. Wonder if that'll fit in there. Maybe you could at least fit around it like an extra armor plating. Could just drill this out. Let's take it out in little triangles. Oh, I didn't notice that message there, Lord Tower. You mean instead of the leg? Yeah, that could work. My mind's really stuck on that particular leg design with the piping on it though. So I'll be a while before I can let go of that idea. We'll see how much I'll stare at that model until it gets finished. Just decided to have a bit of a change. I've cut that in a bit deep. So I'm a bit quiet at the moment. Kind of waiting for the weekend, I think.
Nah, the weekend's waiting for me.
I thought I broke something off then. This head came on blue tacked. This isn't too bad of a template. I think some of this green stuff will have to come off. Need something to sculpt into.
Right, and do we have dry models? Some of them. I can work with that.
Some dry models.
Yeah. Yeah, just noticed a message from Lota 2, what he left on my chat before I went for a break. He likes the look of the new Cities of Sigmar stuff. Yes. Them Free Guild dudes look wicked, don't they? They're with the crossbowmen with the shields. Oh, I showed you them yesterday.
Oh, wait. Oh, yes. I'm with you now. Yeah. I'm miles away today, mate.
Oh, gathered. Yeah, they look really cool.
It's looking a bit horrific. I like it.
Oh, you're working on your Death Dread now, yeah?
Yeah, I just switched it up a bit.
Well, yeah, that's the beauty of having multiple projects, isn't it?
Aye.
When you hit a block, you just go, right, I'm going to do something else until that block clears.
Yeah, I do get that a lot though with the creative blocks. Just a bit awkward at times. I'm not actually sure which claw to put on where here.
A strong claw.
Oh, it's the tiny one from the Admec that I found the other day. Tiny hands.
Take my strong claw, child.
I could do like a tiny arm with just a tiny claw coming out the other side.
Right, just going to quickly hit this with the hairdryer. You just turn it on, please, mate.
Which one is it? I think it's. Oh, bloody hell, where is it? That one? I don't know where the large shoulder pad has gone from this. We have to apologise for the noise. Andy's hitting stuff with a hairdryer. Well, drying stuff with a hairdryer. When he hits it with a hairdryer, that's something completely different.
And not safe for work.
No. Almost 3 o'clock, so I'll also be getting braces off sometime soon. After however many years, because it gone before COVID, which screwed up everything.
Oh, yeah.
Let it take forever.
The plague times.
Well, we all just shared memes, really.
And stayed in.
Got very drunk. Well, that flamer looks really small by comparison now to this arm. I know I'm going to want a huge amount of chimney stacks coming out the back, and somewhere actually there should be a giant bell.
Well, the one from them plague dudes.
Yes, this one. I wanted to attach that somewhere. Just because I think it look cool. But if that one was too large for this particular model, there's usually small ones from the Plague Dude somewhere, which I still haven't found. Is the air protracting up?
Oh, is it ever?
Can I make it more stabby?
Use
Yes.
mucking about.
Of course I can. That kind of works. I kind of like that extra plate in there. Doesn't look too bad. Might be a bit of a pain to paint. That's not too bad either. Yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah, I do like that on the top of there. So I'll have to try and remember that one. I've got a few spares of these as well. Shouldn't be too bothered if I muck it up. Can't just bond it on there though. Obviously we'd see these parts. I have to figure out how I'm going to manage that. Maybe cover them up with extra piping, probably. Is there a small bird in the studio? Well, that beam fits in just behind his head. Make it look like there's more going on in there as well. That can work, I think. Cool. So there's another 5 parts to be cut up or turned into something else. Yeah, I reckon that'll work. Have I got a drill bit that size? I do. Cool. Right.
I don't want to be having the fire have that power. It's spiraling like fuck.
What?
Spiraling like mad, mate.
Yeah. Far into that. Damn it.
Is that a pressure issue? Thank you, Windows Security, for telling me there's nothing wrong with the computer. Windows did a check. Found nothing wrong. Thought we'd let you know.
Well done.
This airbrush can suck my
Paint. I'll try and make those pegs fit in there.
smaller one.
It's not exactly a fun job. Well, I'm hoping that end result there should be alright. I think it should look pretty cool actually.
Okay, I have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Keep drifting off camera then. Okay, that one's in. It kind of works. Figure out where to cut those if they're actually going to go in there. I have to work some more on the inside of the model before putting this on. But because obviously I want light on the model to be able to pick up the detail in the face and the head work. So that needs to go pretty far back and just look like extra armour. I just like the way it adds the extra spikes, especially with the way everything else is moving forward. Do you reckon, Andy?
That's cool. Looks like it's a mouth holding the body in.
Pretty much, yeah. It does actually. I never really thought about that. I think I'm pretty set on that one for a decision. That's going in there one way or another. It really looks cool. Plus all the spikes are heading in the same direction. How many dreadnoughts can you have nowadays? It's 3 of them. It used to be 3
depends.
in a unit.
It depends if you buy them in squadrons or not. I don't know. I'll have to check that for you.
There's so much work and design's gone on this one, I'd struggle to make another 2 that look as good. It'd be worth doing another 2 that look as good.
Yeah, you can have a minimum of 3 though.
Yeah.
Like I say, if you have them in...
If I remember right, we wrote it on the desk at some point, the army list, and it was like 9 kill cans, Morkanaut, some Death Dreads. HQ was the boss on the Wartrike.
Yeah.
Just have to figure out how to make not the underneath part not daft. Yeah, it looks great from the top, but that's the problem with working with models that 3D. It could look great from the top. Doesn't look so good from the other side. Let's take those off. Instead of trying to drill through the bar. Because I'm not accurate enough to drill things like that anyway. If I drill 2 holes and try and attach a bar and 2 points through it, it's never going to go perfectly straight. It's always going to be off to one side. Because I measure like a bloody orc.
Measure twice, cutting ons.
A random one. What's with you and the twisting of words today?
I am a changer of ways.
The bodger of words. And I said bodger and remembered Bodger and Badger, and now I've got the theme tune from Bodger and Badger stuck in my head.
Bodger and Badger. Every nobody knows. Bodger loves mashed potatoes.
He really did. Didn't eat many mashed potatoes.
He made a mess in it all the time though.
Yeah, I mean, he likes his mashed potatoes. He didn't say he likes to eat mashed potatoes. Chance I saw my finger here. Just missed it. Makes a change.
Yeah. I'm always doing it. And non-metallic metal painting, how I've missed thee. No, something other than that. No, I haven't missed you, that's what it is.
Ah. Well, as it's nearly the weekend and the live stream is dead, I am going to switch this one off.
Fair dues.
Hope you guys enjoyed watching the live stream. Those that joined us, thanks for joining us, and we should be back on Monday.
Yeah. All things staying standard. So I will catch you on the next one, guys.